Welcome to Kind Heart, where we share powerful stories about kindness and honesty. Sit back, relax, and enjoy today's story. On a cold evening in the busy streets of New York City, a young girl walking home from work noticed something lying on the sidewalk. It was a phone. Not just any phone, but the newest model, worth more money than she had ever held in her life. She was poor. Her family was struggling. And selling that phone could change everything for them. But what she decided to do next shocked everyone. This is the story of Emily Carter, the poor girl who chose honesty when nobody was watching. And how one small act of kindness completely changed her life forever. Emily Carter was 19 years old. She lived with her mother and younger brother in a tiny apartment on the outskirts of the city. Their apartment was small. The walls were cracked, the furniture was old, and sometimes the electricity went out when they couldn't afford to pay the bills. Emily's father had passed away years earlier, leaving her mother to raise the children alone. Her mother worked 2 jobs, cleaning offices during the day and washing dishes at a restaurant at night. But even with all that hard work, it was still not enough. Emily understood this better than anyone. So instead of going to college like many of her friends, she decided to help her family. She got a job at a small grocery store. Every day she woke up at 5:30 in the morning, took a long bus ride across town, and worked behind the cashier counter for 8 hours. The pay was small. But Emily never complained. Because every dollar she earned helped her family survive. Before we continue Emily's story, take a moment to support the Kind Heart channel. If you enjoy stories about kindness, honesty, and life-changing moments, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new story. And while you're here, tell us in the comments. What would you do if you found an expensive phone on the street? Would you return it, or keep it? One evening, after a long shift at the store, Emily began her usual walk home from the bus stop. The wind was cold and the streets were busy with people rushing home from work. Emily was tired. Her feet hurt from standing all day. But she smiled to herself, thinking about her little brother who would be waiting for her at home. Suddenly, something shiny on the ground caught her eye. She stopped walking. There, on the sidewalk, was a phone. A very expensive phone. Emily picked it up. The screen lit up instantly. Dozens of unread messages. Missed calls. And a lock screen photo of a man in a suit standing in front of a large company building. Emily looked around. But the owner was nowhere to be seen. Her heart began to beat faster. She knew how much this phone could be sold for. Probably enough money to pay their rent. Maybe even enough to help her mother rest for a while. For the first time in her life, Emily faced a difficult choice. Keep the phone. Or return it. Emily sat on a nearby bench, staring at the phone. Her thoughts were racing. No one saw me pick it up, she whispered to herself. No one would ever know. She imagined going to a phone shop and selling it. She imagined buying groceries for her family. Fixing the broken heater in their apartment. Helping her little brother with school supplies. The temptation was strong. Very strong. But then she remembered something her father used to say. Before he passed away, he would always tell her. Emily, the world may not always be fair. But never lose your honesty. Emily took a deep breath. She knew what she had to do. She had to return the phone. Let us know what you think. What would you do in Emily's situation? Comment, return, if you would return the phone. Or, keep, if you think she should keep it. And if you believe honesty still matters in today's world, don't forget to like this video and support the Kind Heart channel. The phone was locked, but emergency contacts were still visible. Emily found one contact labeled Office. She pressed call. After a few rings, someone answered. Hello, this is Harper Industries. Emily hesitated. Hello. I think I found someone's phone. There was silence for a moment. Then the voice on the other end suddenly sounded excited. You found Mr. Harper's phone? Emily blinked. Mr. Harper? Yes. Our CEO lost his phone earlier today. Emily's heart skipped a beat. CEO? The woman on the phone continued speaking quickly. Please, can you bring the phone to our office tomorrow morning? Emily agreed. But she had no idea that this decision would soon change her. But she gathered her courage and walked inside. At the reception desk, she explained everything. The receptionist smiled warmly. Please wait. Mr. Harper will be here shortly. Emily expected an assistant to come collect the phone. But instead, a tall man in an expensive suit walked toward her. It was Daniel Harper, the billionaire CEO of the company. Mr. Harper looked at the phone in Emily's hand. You're the one who found it? Emily nodded nervously. Yes, sir. I just wanted to return it. Mr. Harper took the phone and looked at her carefully. You could have sold this, he said. Emily shrugged slightly. But it wouldn't have been mine. For a moment, Mr. Harper said nothing. Then he smiled. And something about that smile suggested that he had just made an important decision. Mr. Harper invited Emily to sit down. They talked for nearly an hour. He asked about her family, her job, her dreams. Emily explained everything honestly. Finally, Mr. Harper leaned back in his chair. Emily, he said, do you know why I lost that phone yesterday? She shook her head. It was a test. Emily looked confused. A test? Mr. Harper nodded. I've been searching for people with real integrity. People who do the right thing even when no one is watching. He smiled again. And you passed that test. Then he made an offer Emily never expected. He offered her a full scholarship to college. And a job at his company after graduation. Emily's eyes filled with tears. She could barely believe it. All of this. Because she chose to return a lost phone. Over the next few years, Emily worked harder than ever. She studied business management while working part-time at Harper Industries. Her mother no longer had to work 2 jobs. Her little brother finally had everything he needed for school. And Emily never forgot the lesson that changed her life. Sometimes, the smallest act of honesty can lead to the biggest reward. Emily's story reminds us that sometimes the smallest act of honesty can change a life forever. If this story touched your heart, please like this video and subscribe to the Kind Heart channel for more inspiring stories like this. And share this video with someone who believes that kindness still exists in the world.